All right. We are live.
Live?
We are live.
All right.
All right, folks, we're going to get started in just a moment. I want to just make sure my audio is on the right settings, which I don't think it is. It actually was. So, okay. I've got speech chat up. I've got everything going, and I think we're good to go.
Wonderful.
So, if folks are in the chat, feel free to say hello. This is a more relaxed stream. It's not a programming training stream. It's not teaching. It's a laid back, have fun, and code along. And we're going to be doing some programming. So I'm Michael. We have Taylor with me here.
Hello, everyone.
And super relaxed stream for a Friday night.
Yep.
Not sure how long this will last, but we're going to do some programming. I was working on a project called whisperui, which uses OpenAI's Whisper AI platform to do transcripts for audio. So currently the whisperui thing just has a basic dialogue using wxPython and has some buttons, and it looks kind of boring. So we're going to spice it up today. We're going to make it look a little better.
Yes.
We're going to add a menu bar and a few other things to it. So let's get started. I'm just curious if we have anybody here with us, and feel free to let us know what you're up to.
Yes.
Oh, we have 2 watching.
All right.
And we have 46 subscribers now.
We do. I want 4 more by the end of tomorrow. Can we do it? Let's see.
That'd be cool. All right. So if you're watching, say hello. We'd love to hear from you.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So let me get my VS Code going here. Shift gears from day job to other fun code projects. So let me open my terminal, cd developer, cd whisper UI, and I will be committing changes to this to the GitHub, so you'll be able to follow along.
Yep. And the GitHub is in the description, so feel free to clone it and open it up in your VS Code or whatever IDE or editor you want and follow along.
Yep. So this project on its own, and it works, by the way, folks, has 83 lines, or no, 86 lines. So let me go ahead and share my screen. So if you would like to see it, you can see it.
Taylor Arndt said, testing chat.
Testing chat. Chat is working.
Wonderful. That was just me just making sure chat.
Yes, I appreciate that. Okay, so there's only one file in this project, so that's great. Now, so what are we? We have a panel, which is basically your window. It's called transcription panel, and we have a transcription frame. Your frame is what goes in the window. And so we have some functions. We have a play pause button that does not have code yet. We have on save, which does. We have on open, which works, and it will translate. Then we have our main, if name equals main, app equals wx.app, frame equals transaction frame, transcription frame, and none for parent, app.main loop. And that's what we got. So it's some good code. It just looks sloppy. And our imports, we have import wx and import whisper. Now, you know, technically, I think what would be neat at some point is to take, we could probably even use PyTTS X3 and convert the transcribed stuff to text to speech, but that would be kind of pointless because it was already spoken. But, you know, there's some neat things you could do with that. What I want to figure out, and this might be another project, there's so many cool projects I have ideas for, and ChatGPT will help write. But I think it would be cool if we can take any text, use text to speech to speak it, and then save that text to speech to a file. That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would. And I believe you can do it. I mean,
I'm sure you can.
I think I've done it before, actually, Michael.
I'm pretty sure you can. So, all right. If you're in chat, again, say hello. Let me know you're here. 3 watching. Cool.
All right, and if you haven't liked the video yet, I want 5 likes by the end of the stream. So
yeah, if you like it, if you don't, that's fine too.
Yeah.
But we hope you like it.
Oh yeah.
Don't feel pressure to do anything here, but we like it when you do.
We like it when you like.
Yes. Okay, so again, we're going to use ChatGPT to write us some code. So what we're going to do is we're going to look up how to add, and Taylor's already done this today because she's had some time, but we're going to figure out how to add a menu bar to our application.
Yep, I'm working on a markdown editor, folks, so I am working on an accessible markdown editor for Windows. Well, I guess for all platforms, but yeah, I've had a little bit of time on my hand, and so right now I'm actually making a markdown editor so that I can use it.
So inside the frame, it looks like we create the menu bar.
Yes.
So what we're going to do is wait for ChatGPT to stop writing text here, because it's writing the whole text right here, right now.
Oh boy.
It's still going.
Still going, huh?
Yep, looks like it might be done now, but we'll see.
Hope so.
So we're not going to add this to the panel. We're going to add this to the
Nathaniel
frame.
Schmidt said, "Hi, totally blind CS student from Australia."
Welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming. I am not using text-to-speech on any of these, but as I write code, I'll be committing these to the GitHub repository, which is on the description. So we're going to create a menu bar, and so that's menu_bar equals wx menu bar, which is really funny that wx menu bar uses capital letters instead of underscores, you know? Wonder why that is. So we're going to find our frame here. So that's our panel. Okay. And I keep forgetting, I guess the frame is the overall window.
That is correct, Michael. The frame is kind of like your window,
Mm-hmm.
and it kind of, if you don't have a frame, you don't have a visible window.
So I put menu_bar and wx, I mean, not wx, GitHub Copilot says equals wx.menubar parentheses. Great.
Awesome. Great.
Okay, file underscore menu equals wx.menu. Boom. Tab.
Okay.
File menu dot append wx.id dot exit. Yes.
Yep.
And I'm gonna add file. I don't know why it says menu bar. Oh, we're appending the file menu.
Yes.
Self.set menu bar parentheses menu bar. So I guess that is all we technically need for a menu bar. So let's save it, and I'm going to bring up a terminal in my VS Code, or actually I could just run it, you know, that would be.
Yeah, I'm curious if it works.
So we do have a file,
Okay.
but there's nothing in it.
Right.
And you know why?
Why is it?
Because on Mac OS, exit is in the app menu.
Ooh.
It's not in file. So that's a Windows thing for stuff to, that exit command to be in the file menu.
Okay.
So great, that works. So, but we do want some things to be in there. So what we want to have is we're going to have, let's see. Let's go back to ChatGPT and see if what it gives us. We have file menu dot append wxid open, and we do want an open.
We do.
So I'm going to select that, and we're going to paste it in here. Okay. And we're going to change the label from open to open audio file. Okay. And we're going to do, oh my God, that's brilliant.
What is that? What are you doing?
So Copilot said, whenever I pressed enter, it recommended to create a save option, and it said save transcription.
Brilliant.
It knew what to do.
Fantastic.
Yes. So now we're going to save that. And we're going to run it and just see if those options show up. So we have file, open audio file, and save transcription. Brilliant. Okay. Now, that is working great so far, folks. Do we have any questions about what we've done? I'm going to commit these changes up to GitHub if people would like to check those out. So to do that, I'm going to run git add star from the command line to add all files, git commit -m double quote added a basic menu bar. And so we've committed our changes. And now we can do git push. And our changes are on GitHub. Do you want to see if they're there, Taylor?
I sure will. Let's see. They look like yes.
Good. So now we have options that we have saved in GitHub. Any questions or thoughts that you have? You guys are part of the stream too, so I'm curious what y'all's thoughts are. Okay, well, we will continue on then. Let's check some YouTube stuff here.
Okay.
We still have 3 people watching. You are very quiet people.
Yeah.
Okay, so now the one thing that ChatGPT is not showing us is how do we add the functions for open and save? How do we bind those things? So it did not show us that.
Oh no?
Nope.
That's interesting. Well, maybe if you type it explicitly, how to bind.
Well, no, I'm about to do that. I'm about to type
Right. It won't show that because I tried that earlier today.
how to add functions for open and save for the menu bar. So it's printing us some new code. All right, these are the new things. Bind the events to the functions. All right, so we've got those. And we already have open and save functions. So where it says to bind these after showing the menu. So that's what we'll do. And again, we already have functions to do this. So I'm going to go back to VS Code and I'm going to, okay, we got the file menu. Okay. So I'm going to paste these lines in. Self.bind, left parentheses, wx.evt underscore menu, self.onOpen, open item, and we don't want open item. We want on open.
You want on. What did you say, Michael? You want on open?
Yep. Our function says on open.
Okay.
So let's see. Okay. I'm looking at how are we binding these buttons?
Binding is always an interesting topic because I found it to be a little bit difficult.
Mm-hmm.
And I was able to figure it out though, but definitely a little bit more on the difficult side.
Okay. On play pause, open, and then so that's how that's being done. Open.
What's up?
Yeah, binding is kind of strange.
It is.
Because it's saying on underscore open is not valid.
It's not valid.
That's because I need to put the word self before it.
Oh, you know what? I did the same exact thing earlier today, Michael. That word
Because
self.
it did not have that in the Chat GPT version of this. Okay, so that looks like it's valid now. So let's go ahead and try it. It doesn't like it because, of course, it can't be that easy. Okay, what's the error? It doesn't like the on open.
It doesn't like the unopened.
Mm-hmm.
I had the same problem earlier.
But You know, wxPython doesn't make this very easy either.
No.
I mean, I understand they're trying to create menu items that are easy, but, you know, it doesn't help that my methods are the same as the event, the self on save and self on open either.
That your functions aren't?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I found it a lot easier to make them uniform.
How do you mean?
Meaning my functions are def on save, def on open.
That's what mine are as well.
Okay. But you're saying that that's still not working?
Correct.
Okay. That's weird.
So I wonder, let's see, let's check out our functions here. Yeah, self event, and it's they're done the same way. Oh, I see. So the second item, the open item option, is not the function. It is the open item and save item are part of the menu events. And the self on open and self dot on save are the functions. All right, so now that I know that, let's see. Oops. See, it's saying that's wrong in VS Code. So we'll see if it's actually wrong. Yes, it is. So somebody in their AI is wrong. Don't you just hate it when AI is wrong?
All the time. I hate it.
So let's see, what is wrong? Oh, I'm dumb. I'm very dumb.
Okay.
So basically, the reason is our menu items. So we need to make sure when we append these open and save, we need to call them variables because we were just doing file menu dot append and then the open and save. So we need to do open underscore item equals and then save item equals. And so now we could bind those to events. That makes a lot more sense.
Yep.
Okay, so now we can, I don't know why I opened up my terminal because I have one in VS Code. Okay, so now we can run this and that works. So I can do file, open audio file. And yes, it's perfect. It works great. Okay, excellent. So we're now going to commit our changes again so you could follow along. Git add star, git commit -m, double quote, added functionality to menu items. Git push. All right. Any questions on what we've just done? It's pretty exciting. And we could even add an about menu item, which I think we're going to do next. So this is pretty cool. We're really getting this thing working. The next thing we're about to do is add a toolbar at the top with all of the toolbar buttons that we have throughout the app. That's pretty exciting, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so currently our interface is a giant text area, which is great. It looks great, good text area. And we have all the buttons below that. Above the text area, we do have, though, our where we could pick our models. We want to clean that up. It is kind of an eyesore. So, all right. So where do we go to do this? ChatGPT. How can we create a toolbar in a wxPython application with open and save buttons? Okay, so in the frame, so we want to create the toolbar in the frame and not on the panel. Okay. Let's let it keep printing out its stuff. But do we have any questions or any thoughts? Is anybody following along with us? If you're not, you can do that you could do this stuff later. Okay, so we've got our code. And so we're going to just copy and paste the toolbar code.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. And when we do this, we're going to get rid of the buttons and things in the panel.
Okay.
Because then we'll just need the text view, the text area in the panel. Okay, so I just pasted this in here, and we're just going to see if it runs and how it looks. There's an error because it's looking for bitmaps for the toolbar items. So that will need to be fixed. Do we need to create something to make that work? Oh, so it offers, to use bitmap images, but it doesn't have one. So what we're going to do is we're going to try just to remove the bitmap part of each toolbar item. Okay, so let's see if that works. Well, do you have to have a toolbar picture? So let's see. Let's ask ChatGPT, what if you have no bitmaps for the toolbars? Let's see what it tells us. So it has an answer for that too. Okay. Well, that's interesting. I wish it would have led with that. There are things built in. So we're just going to replace these lines and I'll tell you guys what they are.
Okay. So what happened, Michael?
So with a toolbar, you're supposed to have bitmaps.
Okay.
But if you don't, then you can use built-in ones. So self.toolbar.add toolbar or add tool wxid open, and then with the word open, wx.artprovider.get bitmap parentheses wx.art_file_open. And the same with save.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm. And of course, to bind these, we need to add open underscore tool equals, and we're going to use save underscore tool equals. Okay. So let's run this again and see what we get. Well, those are some janky looking toolbar items, but they work.
They work?
Yeah, they're not the Mac OS
Version.
toolbar items,
Okay.
but they work.
Well, at least if they work, that's a good thing.
Mm-hmm. So, let's see. They look really old and very low quality.
Oh.
Yep. So that is not very cool.
No.
Now, what we need to do is have a drop down in the toolbar. So let's find out if we can do a drop down option in the toolbar. Can you have a selector combo box in the toolbar? Yes, you can. All right, so we're going to see what that looks like. All right, let it write all of its code, and this is a good time to take some questions.
It sure is. Let's see if we have any.
I haven't heard any chat messages come through yet. But if you have any questions, ask them now. It's a good opportunity while ChatGPT is writing code for us.
Yep. Let's see. Okay.
It finished finally writing the app. So, all right, let's see what we got. So self.choice equals wx.choice self.toolbar. Choice equals, and then option 1, option 2, option 3. Self.toolbar.add control, self.choice, self.toolbar. And the realize. So we're going to add this to before the other options. So let's paste this in here. Fix our indentation. Self.choice equals wx.choice. All right. Okay, so we're going to use the same ones: base, small, large. Okay. And we save it. We're going to run this. And it did put it, but it doesn't show the whole text. So we've got to figure out how to make it show and make it size. But we're getting there. We almost have a toolbar, folks. Okay.
That's really great.
So again, let's ask ChatGPT. The text in the choice control is not fully displayed. Let's see what it says. Okay, self.choice set size 120 minus 1. So we'll try that. See, there's always an answer.
Yep. Oh no.
Okay, so we pasted that in. Let's run it and see what happens. Yes. Oh, that looks beautiful. That looks great. I love it.
Wonderful.
Mm-hmm. I love it. So now we can start removing things. We can start cutting this stuff out. So we have our toolbar. It works. So let me go ahead and commit that.
All right.
Excuse me.
Awesome. My stuff works as well, which is always nice. I love when things work, y'all.
Oh, yes.
Oh, wait. Oh, that doesn't work. Oops. I gotta figure that out.
Okay. All of that's done. Now what we need to do is just like before, we need to bind those items. So we need to do self.bind wx.evt underscore toolbar. Let me check ChatGPT to make sure I'm doing the right thing. Sad when we rely on AI to do the right thing. So for the toolbar items, it's wxEVT tool, and for the other one, it's a choice. So I bet we could have just added buttons to the toolbar instead of just instead of using the tool options where we had to use bitmaps. So, but we will mess with that later. Okay. So we were able to just bind those with the Copilot. It wrote that code for us.
Nice.
Great. Run it. And then we're going to open. Yes. And I'm sure save would work too. Yes, it does.
Nice.
So that's amazing. All that's working. Now let's go up here into our panel. And let's go ahead and get rid of these save and open buttons. We'll keep the we'll get rid of the choice. Okay, we still have a play pause button, but we will work on fixing that. Okay, so we remove some things, but we need to remove them from the sizer. And we need to remove the open and the save buttons.
Are they working?
Yeah, they're working in the toolbar. We're just removing them from the panel.
Okay.
And there's still more apparently that we have to do. Okay, so we need to remove some of the binds that we have in the frame. Okay. Okay, so we can remove these lines. And I did forget we need to bind the choice in the okay, so let's see, where is the bindings that we have? Self-bind wxEVT choice.
Yeah. All right, I just fixed my problem. There we go.
Okay, so let's get the binding for the toolbar choice. And let's put it in here. So we have on play pause, on save, on open.
Yeah. Got it. Oh, it's pretty great.
Okay, model equals whisper dot load model self dot new. So we need to change the choice to transcription underscore model.
Okay.
We don't really need an event for the choice, but we do need a let's rename this to transcription underscore model. Okay. Now we have our we have our transcription model. So on open, so that looks right. Okay, so we're going to try it.
All right, let's do it.
It looks like we got an error. Okay. Okay, so our frame, it says, doesn't have a transcription model. So let's see why that is, because I know that I created one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did too.
I need to do self dot, which means I need to do self dot down here as well. Okay. So everything has been moved up into the toolbar. We've got a play pause button at the bottom, and it's going to stay there for now. Now, let's go ahead and pick small in our menu here. And we're going to open a file. In our documents folder. Okay, so we open the file. It's now doing its conversion. The program will go unresponsive for a minute. So, any questions so far? Do people find this boring on a Friday night? Or is this exciting?
It's pretty cool. I mean, I'm getting pretty far in my project as well. Hey, I'm thinking about eventually making a tutorial. I'm gonna actually do this live. Who knows? Doing a markdown editor from scratch. So who knows? We'll see.
And we got a transcript. Hot dog.
We have a what?
We have a transcript. So it worked. And it really doesn't look that bad either. That's the great thing. So we are getting this thing to look pretty nice, folks, I have to say. Now, let's see. There was another thing I was going to do to this. That's not all I was going to do tonight. But this can basically be a what's it called? This whole thing could be used to as an application already. It's pretty incredible. So, what was the thing I was going to do? We've got our toolbar items. I'm trying to remember what I was going to do. There was another thing I was going to implement. But for sure, what I need to do is submit this up for you guys to look at through Git. We're at 99 lines, folks. And as the Jay-Z song goes, that I'll change the title to, I've got 99 lines, but an error ain't one.
Not yet.
Well, no, on the current 99 lines, we don't have an error.
Well,
So
that is pretty incredible.
So we are good. So let's go ahead and git add star, git commit -m quote added full toolbar support. Git push. All right. Excellent. Okay, so what do we have next? I thought I was going to add another toolbar item up there, but I don't remember what it was going to be. We know for sure that it will work in Windows and all that. And I mean, we probably should add a label to go along with that selector. And
Oh my goodness.
So we've got open and save in our menus. If anybody that's on stream can think of something else that we should have, that would be great. I mean, there's all kinds of things we can add to this. I know there was something else. It looks really nice, though. That's the really cool thing. It looks really fleshed out. So
Can't remember what it was gonna be.
no, I can't. I know there was something,
I don't know.
but I'm pretty impressed with how it looks. Um, it doesn't look like the basic application that we had before, for sure.
That's great.
Yep.
Uh-oh. I have an error. Okay.
There's one thing that we do have to implement. That's the play pause. I'm not really up for doing that tonight.
Oh, why not?
Oh, just because just kind of going through and tinkering with it, and that can be another stream for another day. Because I think when we start doing that, we're going to really start filling out more features in the app. But I think that this may be a good stopping point. So to sum it up, we've added menu bars to our application, and we've added a toolbar to our application, and we've moved most of the buttons and items to that toolbar and the menu bar. So, you know, I think there's going to be one more thing we're going to add, and that is currently we are crudely pulling the model out of the select, right? So what we can do, because one of the things I'm about to do is add a new menu, the models menu. And what we're going to do is make it to where when you select a model, we're going to set a variable to the model name, okay? And then if you select one from that pull down, that combo box, it'll set the same variable. So that's what we're going to do coming up. And so then you'll be able to see how we could combine one variable to do what we need. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go up here to where we define our menus. Okay. And what we're going to do, we have self.transcription model equals wx choice, blah, 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 blah. And we're going to leave what's there. I'm going to leave what's there. Unfortunately, we're going to change those in a minute. We're going to go right below where we create the add the file menu to the menu bar, and we're going to do model underscore menu equals wx dot menu parentheses. And we're going to do
Okay.
oh, well, that's interesting.
What?
Copilot is doing its thing.
What's it doing?
Model menu dot append wx dot id underscore any comma double quote base.
Oh.
Now, do you see what it's doing there? Where do you think it got base from?
It got base from your combo box, your drop down.
Yes. Then small. Then large.
Yes.
Wow.
Just like with me when I was appending headings to my format menu, it did the same thing.
Mm-hmm. All right. We just made our menu by not making our menu.
Right?
I want to see what that looks like. Okay, so we have, I need to figure out how to change the app icon. I know you, or app name, because it just says Python.
Oh.
And I know you can do that.
You can.
And so we have Python, file, model, and window. And in the window, it says base, small, and large. That's pretty nice, isn't it, folks?
Yes.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go down here below open and save. It wants us to bind exit for a menu item. But I'm wondering how it wants us to do the bindings for base and all those, because we have it as any.
That's fine. I already did base, or I'm sorry, I already did bindings with ID any.
Okay.
You can do it. Because I just did it, so.
Mm-hmm. But I guess I need to do base base underscore item equals, and then small underscore item equals, and then large underscore item equals. Then self.bind wx event menu self.on model
What?
base item. Okay, we'll do that. Self on model small item and on model large item. Oops. Now, let's see how it would like us to do on model. All it comes up with is self.close.
Uh-oh. That's no good.
Right.
So you're trying to do what now?
Just get the event, get the menu item that's picked for small, the base, small, medium, small, and large. So what I'm thinking is if event dot so you can get the ID of the event, but let's see. So I don't think that we can do it all with one. Oh, it's because I was not paying attention. It's on exit. So on underscore model.
Okay.
So it does not have a good way to do that. So Copilot is not going to work there. On underscore base. Okay, now that's cool. Because it has self.transcription underscore model dot set string selection base.
Wow.
Yeah. Now we can do something with this. It'll create setter methods for the 3 different menu items. And so it will do that. So what I need to do now is just go back up here and change our menu items. That is a weird noise. So on model, change that to on base, on small, on large. Okay, so that can work. So let's find out, shall we? We've got an error, I think. So we do need to create an on exit method. Okay, so we have our on exit method. So let's try it again.
Let's see if this works now.
Had a bit of a typo, fix that. And it runs. So Let's change base to small. And it does it. Oh, that's so cool. And then to large. And it works. So, that's pretty neat. All right. Well, we've just created 3 new menu items. And they basically have their own functions and they change the content. So that's quite a bit. We've done a lot of work on this. We've been going for an hour and a half or hour and 21 minutes. So I think that's going to do it for today. In total, our app has 122 lines, and I'm going to git add star git commit -m quote added model menu git push. Hey, I had a typo. Too many M's in commit. There we go. Git push. Okay. This is up there for you guys to see. And you can even, with the power of GitHub and things like that, you can go back and see this program as we're developing it. You can go back in time to the first commit and see what we did, which is really cool, a cool way to learn. And you can read the commit statements for everything and see what we've done. That's the one thing that's neat about Git. And I would check out GitHub Desktop. VS Code has a Git component as well. And you could also check out Source Tree. It's pretty nice. It has a very graphical representation where you could see the branches and how they worked and how they're merged and things like that. So it has its own things that are nice. But, every tool has its uses. So this has been another stream. Thank you so much for being here. I wish we had more folks here with us in chat, but I understand people are busy on Friday nights. So thanks again for coming, and we will be back another time with another stream. And I hope you've enjoyed being with us, and we'll see you.